Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to quickly run through this. Feel free to pause and rewind as much as you need to get what we're going through. You may have to watch this a couple times. But I'm going to start by creating a table. Let me put that end table in place. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a cell padding of 0, cell spacing of 0, but I'm going to turn that border on by making it equal to 1. And I'm going to give it a width of 100%. In that table, I need to, first off, I'm going to give it an ID. I'm going to be using that later. I'm going to give it a table row and then end that table row, and I'm going to start a table division with that TD tag and end that TD tag. Inside that TD tag, I'm going to center it and put some content in there. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like and refresh. Now you see a box with a border around it. I'm going to pull that in just a touch so you can see that border all the way, and the word content, nothing big. So I'm going to keep going back to my code, and in that content, I'm going to actually put an entirely different table. What I did is I just copied this outer table and pasted it in place, and I removed that ID. But now I've given it a width of 600 pixels. Okay, again, that table has cell padding, cell spacing, and a border. The border is turned on, and the width, a TR. Inside that TR is a TD with content in it, and it closes. And inside that TR, or that TD ends, and then the TR ends, and the table ends. So I want to show you something real quick up here in the style. Notice I've given every TD, so every one of these automatically has a padding of 10 pixels. So when you're doing this, yours may not look exactly like this unless you put this style block in place. Okay? So let's save this and then go back and look at the code. And now we see we've got a box inside of a box. This box is 600 pixels wide. Okay? I'm going a little bit larger, but it's about 600 pixels wide. But this one is 100%. So no matter how wide this this HTML page, this web browser goes, the outer box goes 100%. Okay? All right, so now that we've got that in place, let's go and do some more edits. So right here where it says content, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy all this and paste it right over top of the word content yet again. Watch this. Take that. I'm now going to make this, oops, that's not supposed to be 100%. Oh yeah, sorry, 600 pixels. Now I'm going to paste that other one inside here, but now I'm going to give it, notice I've got 100% on the outside. This one constrains to 600 pixels. That's why I put this label here that says constraining table to 600 pixels, so that the inside one, it gets 100% wide, but it's only 100% of the 600 pixel wide table. All right, so now I've got that label in place, and now I'm going to call this my content layout, which is also going to be 100% wide of that 600. So let's save that and refresh. And now you see I've now got another inside table. This is my constraining table, and this is my 100% width table. All right, now let's start putting stuff in here that makes sense. So what's the next thing I'm going to do? I'm going to end my comment here so that I know where things are. In my code editor, I like to use this space because it doesn't show up in the actual display, this space right here, and use these labels, these comments as a way to kind of tell me where I am in the document. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add another TD. Inside that top TD, I'm going to add the word photo because in the future I'm going to put an image there. I'm going to create a paragraph, and inside that paragraph I'm going to say here is where I want my name and my email address. In the other TD, and notice these are stacked on top of each other, I'm just going to put the rest of my contact information in a paragraph. Let's save that, refresh, and see what it looks like. Now you see I have this inner table is divided into 2 columns. Now their width is actually going to be determined by the content currently, but I'm going to change that. Let's go back over to our code and let's take a quick look at how I change that. So let's quickly come in, and I'm going to label this with a comment. I'm going to add another comment to show me where this stuff ends, because we're about to take this table and put another one right here. But here I'm going to take that I want the width of this column to be 400 pixels. 400, this is simple math. We currently have a 600 pixel box that we're in. I want my my right hand column to be 400 pixels, which leaves 200 pixels for this left hand column. Now you don't have to prescribe both, but I like to, because that is clean code. The next thing I want to do is I want to actually put real content here, useful stuff. Let's save that and refresh, and you see that I now have my name, my email address, and between those I actually have a break right there. Okay, that BR line break is what causes the break between my name and this email address. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to put real contact information here. So currently I'm just going to put fake stuff of address line 1, address line 2, city, state, zip, and phone number. These are just placeholder bits of information. Let's save that and see how that looks. Wow, that's cool. But did you notice when I changed that, this stuff dropped down just a little bit? Because this is just naturally, it's going to find the vertical center of the box. So let's go in here and let's see if we can change that. I'm going to change this over here where my photo is to be vertical aligned to the top. Let's save that and refresh, and you notice it moved to the top. But it's not fully aligned with the address. So let's do that again over here and vertical align. You're going to notice it doesn't change much, because these are in paragraphs, whereas this word photo is not in a paragraph. So I'm going to save that, refresh. It doesn't do much because that paragraph tag keeps the little bit of extra kind of space here. All right, so now that we've done that, what should we do next? Let's add that second table. And this time this table is only going to have a table. Again, it's going to be 100% width inside of that 600 pixel box. So it's going to go as far as it can inside of a 600 pixel box. We have our borders turned on, and I've gone on ahead and added this inside this TR and the TD. I've put this class as resume content. We'll use that later. And I just put the word paragraph as a placeholder. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to hop back over, refresh, and you're going to notice I've got a box here that just simply says the word paragraph. All right, what does that mean? What do we want to do there? Let's go put that paragraph in, and let's see what it looks like when it now has a big box of content. Wow, there you go. Now I have a paragraph inside of a table. I have another table that divides where my photo is going to be, my name and my contact information is going to be divided up in a presentable way, and that way we can see what it looks like. Let's go see if we've got a couple last little minute things. I'm going to put my comments in here to kind of tell me what this is. This is my purpose statement. And then I'm going to put the word end in there, and I think we're done. So far, we've got the top portion of a resume. Now, I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove all these borders so that you can see what it looks like when there are no borders in place, and refresh. And that's what we're aiming for. All right, so you've seen this, replay this video, but I want you to have either your biography or your resume put together with at least a left and a right column as your top item, okay? So you'll have your left column, your right column, and then I want another table underneath with a paragraph. And feel free to just sit here and pause this video wherever you need to grab a hold of this content. And if you need to, use some other technology to build this table and then begin editing it. All right, I'll see you in the next video.